Check your posture, you blueberry muffin fluffball clown.
You turn away and never look my direction. So if I keep it down and never let them up instead, will it all be worth it in the end? But now it's all about this beauty and perfection. I used to think that I could look past your jaded side. I'm sick of getting on my knees and begging you, please. My heart breaks from the way you look at me. Of your deception, I of the storm will find some reconciliation. But all you wanna do is keep me feeling out of breath. Do you really think anyone's impressed? You're burying demons, all just skeletons and closet walls, waiting for the day to break out and watch you fall. And while you drown inside your high tide of misery, my heart breaks from the way.
Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. I'll let the music play out for a bit, then I get started. But in the meantime, thank you for the sub, Solomon.
Blaze alert! Bring it up
Solomon
on screen.
_ the Yakun resubscribed. 7 months. 7 months? Alright, Blueberry.
Indeed so. Can we get some hearts, hypes, and hypershakes in the chat, please, for Solomon the Deer Coon? Anyways, aside from Solomon, Sparko, how are you doing? Thank you for being first. Slushy, hello. Kichi, hello. Also had, I think that's everybody. Solomon coming in with the tier 1 for 7 months, of course. And shout out to lurkers in chat. You guys are absolutely amazing for stopping on by and showing that support. And let's just go ahead and roll this trailer before I get started on another Cyan Worlds original. Welcome on into stream. No! I mean, you do love the misses, and she might have a way with you. Wait, Florida being now? I am a blueberry muffin. Hi guys, good to see you again, and thank you
More like
for
a blueberry cheesecake fluffball cloud.
Oh my word, Kai. Anyways, Kichi, thank you so much for both the head pats and the smoochies, much appreciated. Also, Kai Wolf, how dare you make Bozzy say that. Anyways, this is another one from the minds behind Myst, Riven, and Abduction. This is Firmament.
Puppy monkey baby /.
The backslash makes that invalid, Bozzy. But anyways, let's get started and see what kind of story that this will bring on to us. Also, this game, like many of the modern games from from Cyan Worlds, they support VR. This game supports VR. However, I will not be playing this game in VR. I'll be playing in strictly desktop mode. Because, back to classics. Thank you for the shout out to Firecat. Tried to sneak into a Star Trek convention disguised as a doctor. The security guard suspected I was not the real McCoy. Oh my word. Firecat, hello. How are you doing? So good to see you. And first launch problems. This game's actually doing something to my model. I just hope it doesn't do it long term, especially because it was only at least right now, it was only during the load-in time. Yes, go check out Firecat. Firecat does a lot of good gaming content, especially a couple cooking streams here and there. Oh, a nice little rehash of the classic Cyan intro. I mean, it's the same, but rehashed music. Nice. Healing up fine. Nice, nice. Indeed, Myst vibes. For those that have played the original Myst, it wasn't that instrumental, but it was more of a I want to say.
I believe I have this correct. My impression of T.I. Midata. Oh my word. Go retire. What?
That is partially correct, Solomon. Intimidator actually got it off of one of his friends, namely, I'm going to shout the bean out right now. It's off of this wonderful bean by the name of Project Tech Ace, who originally coined the term Go Retire. All right. This is it. Let me just make sure my display settings are displayed correctly. You guys don't use presets with this game? That's weird. I am running on a low end for the purposes because, of course, to run things simultaneously, especially with stream and the game itself, it's not that big of a multitasker, so unfortunately I have to sacrifice the game to keep the stream up. But anyways, let's continue. Or let's start this game up, shall we? And test my brain to the best of its abilities. Perkins, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. It's always doing things to Meep for some odd reason. It's either Meep or my webcam. I can't decide exactly what it is. Bah! But if I'm going to be completely honest, if it was something, if it's not Meep, then it's probably going to be the webcam itself that's being affected by Firmament. I'd say this as much as I have to, but yeah, this webcam is... I have to say the Logitech... it's not Logitech, it's an Elgato webcam. It's an Elgato.
So,
oh, hello.
here we are. Finally, your first breath, and I have taken my last.
Hello.
But who cares, right? There's so much to be done. I'm dead, but you have so much to learn. I once woke up just as you have. A blank mind, a clean canvas. Confused, yes, but I will teach you, just as I was taught. And so, first lesson, you are a keeper. I was a keeper. We were all keepers. Second lesson.
Struggles.
I will lie to you. I learned much later that this is the way to keep the rounds. And third lesson, this machine is your adjunct, your tool to learn and to keep the rounds. Take it and we will begin.
Very well. I shall see how this
The
works.
Firmament. It is remarkable that we are here.
Yeet. So our ghost lady has disappeared on us. Personal maintenance adjunct. Hey, get that off my screen. But thank you for. Oh my word!
Rayfang cheered 123 bits.
Thank you for the 123 bits, and also Old School Skunk. Thank you for pointing and laughing at me like no tomorrow. As a newly awakened keeper of the Firmament mission, you've been assigned a. Bah! We've been assigned a personal maintenance adjunct, which can be formally referred to as an adjunct. The adjunct is a miracle of modern mechanics and electronics, augmenting the keeper's abilities in marvelous ways. Your tasks while keeping would normally require keys, tools, and extreme strength to both access and control the various aspects of the realms. The adjunct serves as both a key and a tool and amplifies your abilities. It can access approved areas of the realms, and it can control the equipment and devices, both large and small, that you will use regularly. Blix, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. Your adjunct is designed to interface with a socket, a receiving component which the adjunct
You've
can
been assigned to the Var realm, apparently.
Shut it, Solomon. Shut it, Bozzy. Your adjunct is designed to interface with a socket, a receiving component which the adjunct can attach to, giving the keeper access and control. These sockets are ubiquitous in the realms, and although they may appear physically similar to each other, they provide vastly diverse abilities. An adjunct can be propelled to a socket both close and far, providing for control from a distance. A communicating leash or tether provides for constant control and feedback while your adjunct is socketed. To operate the adjunct, first place the adjunct gauntlet in your hand. You can then direct and propel the forward element at the desired socket. With the forward element firmly socketed, you can activate and control the equipment. The specific aspects of the equipment are viewed by the keeper through a view veil on the gauntlet. Twisting the gauntlet left or right will activate the specific controls available. Some sockets and equipment have more than a single method of operation. You can switch to these additional modes to control them as well. Starting adjuncts only have basic abilities, but as keepers advance in their training, the adjunct can be augmented with additional capabilities. These augmentations will be provided in the Arch as part of the advancement ceremony. Amplified Force. Adjunct can apply greater force or torque. Distance extension. Adjunct can be propelled to double the distance. Concatenated socketing. Adjunct can chain from one socket to another socket. The adjunct will supply a display when socketed, with specific information about the functionality of the socket. The upgrade status is also available at any time on this display. Please respect your assigned adjunct. Use it cautiously so as not to harm yourself or others. Future augmentations may provide for additional abilities. Your mentor can answer any other questions you may have. Keep the realms for all. Very well. We shall be learning strong with this. Anything else in here that I'm missing out on? Camo, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. A lot of writing utensils in here. Maybe the past keepers must have been using that for some reason. Ow! There we go. Easy peasy on the first use of the adjunct. Maybe one of the keepers was an instrumentalist and had a lot of guitar stuff lying around. Past lives are really interesting with these keepers, I'll say that much. I'd imagine in VR you'd actually have to physically twist your controller just to make things work. Yes, the snowy terrain of the introduction area. Oh my word. At least I'm not dropping frames. Oh wait. Nope, we're good. We're good.
It's beautiful, no? The majesty and peace of the ice and stone. I didn't emerge from the threshold here as you did. I awoke at this one. My first journey to this realm. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday.
So in essence, you were in a different area, or at least a different starting point from where I am. That's to note.
You have small stinging all over. It's normal. And your hearing, maybe only the alarms. Oh, you're all right.
Matt, thank you so much for the raid. How was Fortnite?
Jalen,
As your
come
body
quick.
becomes
There's a
accustomed
raid
to
from
heat.
Matt Macro Piker.
We all have these problems when we emerge from the threshold. you will live. And that is a good thing.
But yes, Matt, thank you so much for the raid. How was Fortnite? I know I was playing with you a little earlier, and actually I did enjoy my games. 3 straight wins on a couple of level fields. But anyways, if you guys don't know who I am, hello there, I am Jalen Barks, which is only Blue Samoyed. I'm a variety gamer where they focus on platforming, simulation games, and puzzle games like the game I'm playing now called Firmament. Essentially, we just woke up in the Firmament as a new keeper, and we're just starting out. But if you guys like what you see and want to see more, please consider that follow button. It means a lot, and you get notified of what I have next. I don't just play Firmament. List of games I do play can be found down below where it says games, and yes, that list is long. Also, any technical problems, please forgive, because this game really does like to play around with those for the time being. Ugh. Oh. Now that's something you don't feel every day. You do get a shift you do get a sprint option, which is nice. But I think I'm gonna go slow for the first few. Oh my god.
The adjunct is making sense to you? If not, no worries. It will soon be as natural as your hand. Keep trying. And this one-sided prose is strange, is it not? I feel like a performer. But this is where we are.
Actually, I just realized something. I might still have a certain capture still on. Let me just double check these things. Alright. I'll figure it out as we go, but I think I don't remember if this is resolved or if the window capture did something.
I see we landed in Canada, or Russia.
Trax!
Jalen, come quick. There's a raid from Trax Raptor Gamer.
Trax, thank you again for the raid as well. How was Fortnite? I saw you earlier as well.
I had a most wonderful mentor. She took me to these realms.
Noctali, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blueberry Barker Squad. How are you?
But then Turner arrived also. And, well, he first taught me beyond these realms. I will teach you that as well.
Gotta get on commission? Nice. Good, and you're doing up fantastic. Thank you for asking. Hang on a sec. Blocked? From what? What's blocking? Oh, I think I know what's blocking it. Is there another way around? Question mark?
Ooh ah, ooh sideswipe. Ooh ah, oh sideswipe.
Oh my word, Matt. I was also oh my word, and on consequence, oh my word, Bozzy. How dare. And just like Riven after this game, it adds a ladder effect.
So, this realm is the source of our water. And you will learn what must be done by doing all that we did. And I will help, but I will not hold your hand. Is it better to learn by contemplating, failing, hopefully understanding? We thought we understood.
So, if it helps, then... Oh, I see something down there that might be useful. I see a thing down there that might be useful. Many things, actually. The Muffin Party Dinier of the Year. Oh, my word. I'm not even hosting a muffin party, I swear to God. Okay, so it's actually going this way. At least it gives us an idea of where things are. Alright, where is it in relative? Okay, so we're not quite there yet. Greatest cartoon in the whole... Wow! How... Oh my word. Where is it? Alright, I see it. Okay, if it helps, I'll actually see it to believe it. Oh god. Got it. Now, if I recall, or at least... Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god! Alright, let me just really quickly see the effects of that, because apparently what's gone on here, so the problem here resided from the fact that I couldn't control the bridge. However, there were some ice blocks down there. My suspicion was that I could create a bridge just using those ice blocks. Let's see the result of it. Hey, looky there. And look where we are now. Now, if memory serves me right, I can also do... that. But since now the, I could have also gone back here and did this one first, since we're already here. But it's also good because I'm headed there anyways. But yeah, technically I wouldn't even need that ice block anymore now that I've taken care of this bridge. But it's still good to just leave it there, just in case. Anyways, what if it melts? Who knows?
Isn't it breathtaking? The arches of the firmaments. So inspiring and reassuring. And this path will convey you to this one, where I once lived with my comrades. Go when you like, you can return here.
Something tells me we'll be using this later. But for the moment, it doesn't look like we have anything available to us. Technically speaking, though, we could well, I would also say that that crane would have been of use to us later on, but I don't know if that's even going to be a thing. Then again, what's the chances of that? But anyways, at least I did part one of that bridge. I know I'm going to have to come back to it later. Alright, so if this woman's instinct is right, we head to the Swan. And it's really the only place we can go.
You will not be able to witness the wonder of the other realms, but you will transit to the Swan first.
Am I supposed to be doing something here? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I could have called that achievement Swan Song. Instead, they call it Swan Soiree. Soiree, sorry.
Welcome to the Swan, where we gathered, talked, sang, learned, ate, laughed, shared. My memories of this place, so vivid, so wonderful, so peaceful, till it was shattered. Lies are controlling, but comforting.
I gotta be careful with listening to this woman because she did say she will lie to me. So who knows when the lies will come out. But anyways. Keeper's Rest. Welcome to the Swan. You have earned the honor of resting. You require cycles of rest, as do all living things. Recharge for your purpose of keeping the realms. Converse with your comrades. Disport yourself with crafts, music, or frivolity. Find respite in your quarters. Acknowledge in the lights of the firmament above those who now sleep. Yet do not be overly focused on rest. The purpose of rest is to assist us in fulfilling our keeping with increased energy and renewed vigor. Do not concern yourself with fatuous dreams during rest. Dreams are not trustworthy, rational, or measurable. Dreams bring false thoughts from our subconscious that might distract us from our true conscious purpose. You are a keeper. Rest is a vital part of keeping. Appreciate the small rests until it is time for your deep sleep. The Founders. I need to really quickly just go back and see what else I can close in Task Manager here so that I can alleviate some things. Like, I know I can definitely... well, I'm probably going to need iTunes at some point, so I won't be closing the program associated with it. What can I close here that is not really needed? Actually, I don't even think I need to close anything. Budapest, hello. How are you doing? So good to see you. I will still continue to watch for any problems. It is overloading my CPU in terms of memory, so what I can do is try to turn it down again. I'm just experimenting here. It is going up. I think what I'm going to do is try to turn it down again. I'm testing with DLSS. I'm just going to do an auto detect. See how bad this works. Yeah, I'm turning everything back down to low. That's still going to raise my CPU to unprecedented levels. Well, this game is definitely causing me the concern here, so I do have to... I think I am going to have to limit the... I am going to have to limit the frame rate to match the frame rate of my system. Alright, this is me just experimenting with things. Turn off VSync. Still up. That's probably not it, so VSync comes back on. I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm pretty much just gonna deal with it, but thank you for the head pats, Budapest. This is actually a good place to rest anyways. Let's see what's here. Oh boy. Jolston Reservoir. Can come back to that, so that's going to be one realm. We just got back from this one. Which is the Curie Vale Bluff. I gotta remember these locations. Jolston, Curie Vane, and what's this one? St. Andrew. I understand there might be a bit more as we go. Oh, looky here. A couple of more resting spots. Axel, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. Or,
This is the threshold, where we cross from wake to sleep, from sleep to wake. I put them all to sleep. It was very difficult.
why would you do that? That doesn't make sense.
Time heals all wounds. I recently learned of that saying. Seems like a tonalization when the wounds of the seed are so fresh. I recently learned of that word.
Wheelie, thank you for
But
smoochies.
indeed, time in the threshold heals all wounds. What mixed emotions I have about that.
Just found out how much it's costing Rockstar Games to make GTA 6. Let me guess, it's in the multi-billions. So what's this central bit about? I know I can't use my... Okay.
Oh, they prepared us well. They gave us everything we needed. They gave us life, hope, and purpose, and answers. They gave us a name, the Keepers. Regardless, there are more important things. You must begin to prepare for the assembly. You must do things that have never been done before. You must do things that I can only imagine, and have even imagined for little of my life. I only wish I could see it. Awaken the embrace to prepare.
Awaken the embrace. I have no one to... Okay, so I'm gonna have to come back to this one. I'm gonna have to come back to that little book. Let me just, Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to that book just so I can do some things. But I am gonna be right back. When I do come back, we're gonna continue this game and read that little journal. As usually how Cyan usually does these, puzzle games, they add a little bit of journals to help us along. Now's a good time to get yourselves a beverage, a snack, whatever you guys need to enjoy the rest of the stream. Stick around. We shall be returning. Stay tuned.
Chicken, hard left.
Alex, what the fuck with the chicken? Stop! I swear to fuck, Alex. Apollo Husky, how you doing? So good to see you. Sorry you had to hear that, but a brief bio break. When I come back, we're gonna continue on this main mission into the Golden Hills. Well, there's a good reason why I'm taking a bio break.
Oh,
Hey, 2 strokes.
You bitch!
that actually worked out.
You bitch! You fucked me
That
over!
actually worked out. Wow, I actually worked out. Okay.
Fuck.
We have. If you could fart to the melody of one song, it would be blank.
What?
Oh, what the actual fuck?
Are you?
Let's see the next one.
What the fuck? Going on in? You guys are heckin' amazing beans, and I cannot wait. Ah, yes, my old fluffer model. So probably never fart again. My very old fluffer model.
Let's go for it.
Ooh, please stop.
How I
Please
missed
stop.
those years. Oh, is there another one here? 2 journals in the same room. Let's see what's up. The Keeper's Poem. Observe the firmament above. Our waking lights shine bright. Our comrades in the tapestry, a wondrous, restful sight. The lights, the lights, the lights of wake alive above our head. The dark, the dark, the dark of sleep, deep sleep we do not dread. The vault is ours to contemplate, a canvas of our lights, an ever-coruscating web, the hallmark of our nights. The lights, the lights, the lights of wake, the keeping mission blinds, binds. The dark, the dark, the dark of sleep, the threshold clears our minds. The firmament, we know our tasks, the realms we promise to keep. We pledge our waking hours to these until our time to sleep. The lights, the lights, the lights of wake, the realms are sore adored. The dark, the dark, the dark of sleep, we sleep to be restored. Someday the realms shall be fulfilled, arrivers shall draw nigh. They shall awaken the embrace, our destiny supply. The Keeper's Parable. I'm only doing this because of the recent update to a game I've been playing. Oh boy. In other realms that we cannot reach, there were other keepers who lived and worked together in happiness and harmony. The keepers contributed to the Firmament mission and to the common good, and they shared happily the fruits of their labor. One day, a keeper awoke from the deep...
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Oh my word, I know what you did. Did Alice Madness Returns get an update? Because that's one game that I do actually need to start up. Or rather, start over, because I've tried it so many times and never got to complete it. Tosbury Lake and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome wraths outgrabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the frumious Bandersnatch. Disney Dreamlight Valley just went a bit mad a couple weeks ago. Yes, the Alice update. One day a keeper awoke from the deep sleep with a new idea. A different idea. A troublesome idea. This troublesome keeper decided there could be a different way of doing things. A way he called more. This troublesome keeper tried to convince the other keepers that they could work for their own benefit, rather than for the good of all. This troublesome keeper said that all could accumulate more, and having more could make them happier. At first, the keepers were skeptical. Like all keepers before, they lived with reason and measurement, and they knew such way of more seemed against reason and measurement. They asked where more would come from and how long it could continue. The troublesome keeper provided ridiculous answers, claiming that more could come from everywhere and would last forever. They laughed, but the troublesome keeper persisted. The persistence of the troublesome keeper wore down their thoughts of reason and measurement, and they became tempted by the promise of more. Gradually, the keepers embraced the idea of more. Their focus changed from keeping the realm to collecting the more. This seemed to make them happy at first. As time went on, they became consumed by more, and the realms began to suffer. The machinery began to break, and the crops began to die, and the animals became ill. And water became tainted, and the air became putrid. And the keepers also began to suffer. Some were sick, and some were hale, and some were hungry, and some were fat, and some were thirsty, and some were bathed, And some had none, and some had more. And those who had more began to look down on those who had less or none, as though such a thing were possible with reasonable keepers. These realms and these keepers were dying. In the midst of this chaos, a wise keeper remembered the faithful ways of keeping. The wise keeper spoke and mentored about the faithful ways of keeping the realms, healing and feeding and watering and caring for all as comrades without more, but with fruits for all to share. And the wise keeper reminded them that this was the true way of reasonable and measured happiness, a happiness that could last and would be for all. And this faithful way of keeping would ensure that the mission of keeping their realm, of keeping each other, could be sustained. The keepers of the realm were able to overcome the forces of more and return to the faithful ways of keeping. They learned to let go of any destructive thoughts of more and to embrace the mission of keeping the realms and keeping each other. And all the keepers once again lived and worked together in happiness and harmony. Do not be swayed from the faithful ways of keeping. Strive to be a wise keeper. And that's all they wrote in that one. Here's book number 2. I have no one to share my agony with, and so I write. Words. How many have I learned, and even with such new ways to describe my feelings? I do not have any of these words left to express my sadness, my anger, my... How did it all come to pass? The truth, unbearable. The void, so boundless, so cold, so dark. I am struggling, grasping for understanding, comprehension. Turner. A dark power. A monster. Even he only a tool in such a dark and objective plan. How could such darkness be handed such power? Did he seek it? Did it seek him? Oh, shit. Does it always seek such servants? Was I servant myself? Am I like him? We were all the keepers of what? We were naive souls, nourished by lies. And then, by his own dark power. How could he? How could I? I saved them. I lost them. I was compelled. But what now? What of me? Trapped, solitary. The burden of knowledge and deception steals my joy and my breath. My heart hurts inside of my chest. An emptiness of time stretches out before me, and there is only me left to fill this time. The loneliness. How does a human live with it? The truth. The lies. The confusion. How does a human know? I am adrift, floating to nowhere in my own agony. Is there hope? Will this plan save us? Can I save myself? I wish to rid myself of such beautiful deceit, but I wonder if such a desire is even possible. Again, that's all she wrote. And throughout this journey, we will be reading passages like that a lot, so if you're not a really big fan of these types of reading situations, then I wouldn't advise games like this. Is this the same thing? It's the same thing. So the rooms of... Yep, the rooms of the keepers, apparently. Dormitories, yep. We just did the threshold. More dorms. Any other open doors here? I think this is all closed. Wait.
The only difference between a heresy and the truth is time. I wonder, do you agree?
The only difference between heresy and truth is time. No idea what she's talking about there. If this is the same thing, this is the same thing. Yep, everybody had the same book. It's basically Keeper's Poem and Keeper's Parable, right in the same book. Everybody had the same one. Now these... Don't really think these could help us at all. But what if? Now, it's really like... There are controls for asking for assistance. Nope. Oh my word. Can we eject Chozo, please? Exclamation eject. That's all you need to type. Graphics in this game are incredible. Yes. There is an option for ray tracing, but I don't have it on because I don't want to overload my CPU. So that was Curie Vale that we just got out of. And that's going to be the handbook for the adjunct again. So it's a matter of I'm lost and don't know where to go, but something tells me green might be our first choice. If I'm wrong, I'll know. St. Andrew Vaults. Bond, thank you for the raid! How was American Truck Simulator?
Jay,
Also
Come
Come
forgive...
quick. There's a raid from Bond Maple Wolf.
Bond, thank you for the raid. How was American Truck Simulator? Hopefully it's serving you a good training for when you eventually become, or at least when you start your job as a bus driver. Can we please get an exclamation SO or / shout out for Bond Maple Wolf, please? If you're not already following Bond, why not? Because Bond is actually a very amazing Canadian streamer. One of the fascinating... One of the many talents and streamers behind Game Show Night. And like me with my blueberry juice formula, he's not gonna share his maple syrup formula.
Also known as the Blueberry Muffin Flockful Clown.
Bozzy, how dare you? If you guys like what you see and want to see more, please consider that follow button. It means a lot, and you get notified live next. I don't just play Firmament. A list of games I do play can be found down below where it says games, and yes, that list is long. Already, we're now from snowy terrain into a vast, lush environment. I think I might have hit the right location, guys. Maintenance requisition. Track damaged, replacement required. You're lucky I still had the fishing game running for those follows. Oh my word. Alright. So, question becomes, where's the track? Where's the damage?
This almost seems so puzzling, but such is life and learning. Problems and solutions.
You finally
I think
surpassed
I have
1K?
solved
Nice!
this final problem. What?
Alright, what do these do? That one does coupling and
Hydrate.
uncoupling.
Or dihydrate.
Alright, let's do some hydration. Sip, sip. So this looks like the track that we've been on. Or at least... Hang on. Hang on a second. Do I need to do the coupling? Oh, this is the end. Is this gonna have a problem if I suddenly, uncouple this? Oh, maybe I might have to. There we go.
It was here, in the Cyan Worlds, I first met Turner. He came to observe. I heard these stories by then. Oh, I wish you could remember. And yet, I'm glad you did not.
So, Bon, this is not only like Myst, this is also the same developers as Myst. Am I gonna have to balance on one side? I don't think so. Hold on a second. Okay, so at least this one I can understand. Oh, there's some track above me. Let me get this one first. See what this one's about. Also, yes, if there's any lag, apologies. My CPU is overloaded with this game, regardless of what setting I have. Oh, can I actually lower bridges like this? Indeed, I can just walk out, but that's kind of pointless because guess what? We're already here to begin with. I could theoretically just open the mall. Oh.
We have all that is required.
I don't get it. And vines covering the way. Welp. I am gonna need to do some coupling. And then the drive. Unfortunately, for this to wait a second, we actually do need to go this way, because guess what? Even though the vines are out, we can still go through one of the areas. I don't think we can do much about the vines anyways. There is one thing we can do, though. And that is to secure these, or at least to take these bridges down, rather send them down. At least it's a trial of knowing, oh hey, this is what we can do at the start, at least. Oh, okay, so I think I see what I can do here. I think I see what I can do. Because I can also couple and have this be a center point for the entire system. So it doesn't have to just be a front engine, you know? So at least I have one point of reference to work with. But now comes the hard part, and that is... if I'm going up... yeah, there's another bit there that I can actually utilize. Which means I'm gonna have to do some more uncoupling. Hold on. Is that... that can't be. Huh. Okay, so if I then did this... then I can do that. However... I don't have access. Yet.
We knew about the arrival, that the cycle would change. Channel broke the cycle, and more.
So indeed, we can start taking down these bridges. That'll at least help us get up to here. Again, the middle section's done, it's just the upper and lower that need to be taken care of. But there's two ways I can go from that direction, and the next one goes like this. Which unfortunately it goes all the way to here. However, that's only a good start. Because that ultimately leads us back here. Yup. That's gonna lead us back there. But my question is, right? Wasn't there another, like, cart in the way of us? Like, I could board a cart from this area? I could. Yes. So in theory, I could possibly just come over here, do that, and then... yeah.
We measure.
Who is this guy in the loudspeaker, and why is he annoying as fuck? Why do you need to bonk my bot, Chozo? Why? Oh, is there really another level? Get your upside to this. For practice, of course? Oh my word. So I can get to two ways from this, at least finish off the upper area, because vines are blocking the rest.
SteelWolf34 asked me, will Jalen finish Firmament? As Bozzy, I reckon that if Jalen perseveres, he'll finish Firmament. Being the dedicated gamer he is, I'm sure he won't bow out of the blue. He may face some skill issues, but where there's a will, there's a way. After all, every video game challenge to him is just like a blueberry muffin. It's tough on the outside, yet sweet once he gets through to the core.
Oh my word, Bozzy. Also, I think Bozzy kind of spoiled a little bit. Darius, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. Yeah, there's something up top that I could practically grab. Oh, but there's another level I could do. And let me go backwards. Can I actually... Okay, so forwards is impossible. Kichi, thank you for head pats. So there's a blueberry muffin in the game. No, there isn't! Kichi, thank you for smoochies. The spoil was there an option for a core to be in this game? Apparently, I would rather not discuss that. Secret bottle maple syrup somewhere. Jesus. My word. And it's lacking again. As it always does. There's no jump option either. Okay, so there is... My spoiler alert, Cherry is far more better than... Wow! Chozo out there. Anyways, hold on a second. I end myself on top of... Alright. Let me see if I can lower myself until I can't anymore. Alright, so that is that limit. Okay, so something's telling me that I could do something like that. But that there could theoretically be another way to do so. Except, the only logical way I could do it...
Our task is our purpose.
...is completely different. So how may I do this when the only logical thing I could do... Because there's only one way into that section, and the only other way I can go is blocked. However, there is one way I can do this, and that does involve a little bit of a, sneaky strat. I might have to raise up a little bit. But how am I supposed to... You know, literally the only other logical thing I could practically do, like... I could theoretically just... Because the track ends there. I might be able to bring this cart back over to that side. At least for now. With this coupled? No, I want it lowered. God damn it. So it can't go forward. I do wonder, though. I wonder having all carts can do something. Right? Let me see something here. Okay, so let's get this. I can't get that one. But I can go backwards. Jump down here. I'll have to back up a bit. And then recouple this. Is there any other cart lower than us or above us? There is one above us. So for the one above us, I will have to go here. There we are. Okay. Thought there was something wrong with that. So that does a lot. I've been limited. What's the problem here? What is the exact problem that I'm facing? No, I see it. I absolutely see it. I am unfortunately going to need to do some uncoupling again, which will require me to move you up.
We wait.
Do those loudspeakers continue on like that for ad infinitum? It's like, oh my word! How can these keepers deal with this every single day of their keeping lives? Okay, so at least now I can get that other side. Problem then becomes we have something up above. Theoretically, I could grab that up above, but... No. This... I was gonna say it might work. Actually, now that I think about it, No, wait. I'll need to raise up a little bit. Yeah, because I won't be able to go up there because of the blocking thing over there. Next to the blueberry muffin? Oh my word. I already read that, I'm sorry. Now, in order for me to do this, I could practically just... Yeah, see how I can't get there? Oh wait, no. I actually can. Technically. Yep, I can. There we go. Easy uncouple. Because now I can go back here. It already counted to check number 60. It started many streams ago, and it's been fixed for the longest time. Alright, so now that I have access to this, that means the last bridge comes down. No more vines to worry about. Technically, yeah, that would probably be a pointless waste of time, but hey, it is what it is. It's probably not going to help me out there, but I will be sure that it's going to happen somewhere. So this is all set. Oh, hold the phone for a minute. I think I might have an idea here. Is it gonna work, though? Oh, would you look at that? It's not gonna work. Thought something would work, turns out it's not going to.
We understand.
I don't quite get why those keep happening, and I'm locked from you doing anything on that. Rip. Although, I am on the 3rd level, so I could, in theory... Right? I could, in theory, go here. Yeah, and then uncouple this. It'll no longer be controlling from this end. We've got another end to worry about. Wait a second. I could just... Track broken, it said too, so what if it actually does break? Okay, so this can't go through because of things in the way. So this is a bust. This idea was a bust. Now I'm curious. I could practically go off and uncouple. Not this area. Here, though. I could go and uncouple things. Or couple things, rather. But yeah, that would be access to the core area, but I don't need that. I want to imagine, right? What if I did this? Could I still have access here? Hold the phone. What if... Okay, so I can't do anything with this, but can I with the cars available to me? I can! But the good news is I have long enough car to actually do this. There we go. We're up top. Now, this area I can't access, apparently. Oh wait, I thought that I can't access that. Might still be a bit bugs in this game, don't mind us. We're just working out the kinks. Oh, are these the broken track pieces? And could this have technically gone up completely? Dealing with no con depression sucks, especially since pretty much all my friends who I speak to on VRC are attending FWA. You can still try and talk to some of them if they're around the Virality Gateway portal. The Gateway portal is open pretty much at certain hours during FWA, so you can still try and make it into the main instance that the Gateway Hub is hosting. I believe you will know that it is the main hub for the Gateway, because the instance will be full and you'll have to join a queue.
We measure.
Apparently cranes. And there's a crane thing. You will be attending Virality, though? Yes, I will be as well. I will be attending Virality as well. So if anybody is going to Virality Somna, talk to me. I will be there. I'm still confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing here, although my only other solutions to this are practically just... If I kept going down, that's not gonna go because the thing's in the way. Oh goodness. Because I can't take this with me down. But is there anything lower that I also can't work with? It'll be your first Virality with a headset? I'm trying to remember, did you just switch to a full VR headset, or are you still working with the Windows Mixed? Yeah, there's something down below. I am gonna have to go ahead and uncouple this as well. Oh, no, 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 I'm sorry, I forgot I wasn't talking to Sinbad, I was talking to Axel. So I keep forgetting that, yeah, I do apologize. The colors, because your colors are way too close, it's confusing the hell out of me, so my sincerest apologies. Let me review this again. Track damaged, replacement required. Oh, I think I know what I need to do, right? Ninja Pops are into this. Okay, so I think I know what's gone on here. It's because I need to attach the crane. So, I'm gonna go back to the area and try to explain it as best I can. Quest 2 with virtual desktop? Yes. By chance, are you working with PC VR, or are you working with, just the Quest standalone? Oh, no, wait, I don't need to couple this one. So I think I know what so I definitely know what I'm doing here. PC VR? Alright, so you're definitely using the link cable, or you're using AirLink. Oh, wait a second. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. I might be able to do something.
We test.
If I, right? Okay, so if I actually... I will need to... uncouple this. But I can couple these two for later, because I know I'm going to need them for when I reattach the track. Because that's our end goal, right? The track is damaged and will need to be replaced. That's why the crane has it. You'll hop on VR now since your Valve Index controllers are fully charged. Go get him, Sinbad. And if you guys are confused on who I'm talking about, Sinbad over there is Nerf Striker 2013. Okay, so I will not be able to get that. I will have to uncouple this again. Alternatively... Okay. Alternatively... Okay, this is tough. Actually, this might work. Because what I can do, not there, what I can do here, let's put you to the side there. And then I think what I'm going to do is actually get the other 2 pieces back. Because I'm going to need them. Why, you may ask? It's rather simple. Because on a technicality, what I can do, I can couple this. I can couple the other 2 pieces. Before I go, I need someone to give me a hand to prep my metal blender because I want to make it compatible with other things like VTubing and SFM. I don't know if there's anybody in the server that can help you out with that. You can always try to ask around. There might be someone that can help you. I know of no one. The only other person I can think of, at least, is Azora Husky. But he's rarely on around this hour because he's based out of South Africa. Cactus, I do not remember if she even has touched Blender. Cannot remember for the life of me. Oh, hold everything. Hold everything.
We care for our comrades.
You most certainly do you? Sinbad, thank you so much for the head pats. No, I actually do feel like the only thing I can think of, right? The only thing I can literally think of is just uncoupling this bit because I know for a fact that it will be needed at the very end. But also, this is a bit that can't go any lower. Hello? I was pointing at it. This game. So I'll leave that behind. And in theory, this should result in this thing being able to go all the way down. Two slots are clear. So to check the other 2 slots, I'll have to go over to them. Also, on a technicality, I could just go through the vaults. Oh, these vaults are open. I didn't even bother checking them. But it doesn't look like there's anything in here, so what's the point? It's just easy to pass by. Number 4 is clear, and number 3 is clear. So we are in the clear to send this off. ultimately what should result out of this is coupling this. But if the stars have aligned correctly, I won't be able to go up. Why? Because there's too many damn things in the way. I don't really have much of a choice. And I think my big mistake here was actually grabbing the top bit before anything else, so I might have done the puzzle wrong. If there was a way to reset, that would be really nice, but no, there isn't. Let me just make sure I got it correctly. Hold on a second. There's another bit of track. I have been enlightened. I suspect there's some kind of bigger meaning to this, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to... Well, first uncouple that, because... Actually, no, I might have to uncouple... I might have to couple it. But this bit is... here. This bit's getting uncoupled. Hold on, can I not uncouple it while I'm on the other...
We care for our world.
Weird. So I do have to uncouple this. Now, if I went back here... Yeah, the residents of this area definitely left... or the keepers of the area definitely left a mess. Oh no, wait, I don't need to uncouple that, because I actually do need to... Did I uncouple the... longer bit before I... I did not. I'm kind of wondering, right? I'm kind of wondering if there's a way I can do this. If this is actually an option I can do.
Cheese.
Oh my word with the cheese. It is! So I can go to this lower level. I'm blocked because of something. Because of myself. it unfortunately tells me that I cannot do that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I am pretty much just boned. However, there is a way to do this. Because I am on the right cart for this job. That I can actually put this back up here. Where it belongs, for the time being. As for this... Well... Hold on a minute. I still need this for a minute because I do need to do some coupling again. Because I need control back. I feel like...
We test.
Yeah, I can probably get through that. I might be able to reach it from here. Jules, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. But the question is, can I? Excuse me. That is weird. That is just outright weird. For a simple reason, and that is I probably cannot be able... I cannot for the life of me get that uncoupled without having access to the other side. Or at least getting closer to the other end. It's pretty much just... Wait a minute. I want to try that crane again to see if I can actually get this from the top. From here. Oh, there's something above that requires uncoupling of that bit. And I won't be able to do it unless I've... Shit. I won't be able to do it unless I've hit reverse here. Shit. I don't think I'll be able to, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to work with that right now. But I have a feeling I'm not going to have a good time with this. And it stopped. It can't go anymore. Wait a minute. Can I actually do it from up top? I can. Well, at least that's a start. Okay, so at least I know I can do it from above to start, and then I'm gonna have to go on the train to get it to work that way.
We have no needs.
Is that it? Is that track's limit? Goosebumps, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. Yes! So I guess we can now say that this is a success. That my realization of late realization of actually grabbing the crane a different way worked out. And then now that the track's installed, I can just go ahead and do this. Perfect. So what's new here? What am I doing here? Oh, a lot of mess has been made here. More books. Probably nothing I can read yet. Or at least not at all. This is not clickable.
St. Andrew, home, before and now. My purpose was here. My solace is here.
So this this lady that's guiding us, she basically went to St. Andrew to, not necessarily to the Swan for the rest, but she essentially went here because she knew this was her best place for keeping purposes, right? And that's covered by leaves. Can't do much about that. So where to first? Oh, looky there. A greenery. And some more access into the central area.
This is where I choose to spend my time. After Turner broke our rules, I was broken. The beauty here kept me alive. I awoke from the deep sleep and was mentored in this realm, caring for the animals. Few animals now remain.
Okay, so going back to the parable, was this the whole idea of that foolish keeper saying you could get more? Is this going back to the whole more story? Or is it something else entirely? Okay, so I'm wondering with this botanical bed that we're seeing here, are we supposed to be bringing this all the way down to the bottom? Rotate planters regularly to ensure balanced watering. Oh, these are platforms. Okay, then. And that is not going to help me. At the slightest, isn't it? Or am I meant to be lowering these?
Hydrate. Or dihydrate.
Chameleon, I was gonna say Chameleon, but Bozzy, thank you so much for the hydration check, Sip Sip. So this is this particular one's minimum. have essentially hit this one's maximum. Alright, I can go here. And this is the minimum for that. I can walk here, right? So I'm back to this one. There we go, I can just go ahead and raise this now, all the way. At least to a point where I can actually do this. And what do you know? I cannot use this. But I can... Oh, no, wait, no, I can't. I've hit this one's absolute minimum. Shit.
We have all that is required.
So I can still access that. Okay, so I can't go up with this. But I can... If I can... Can I go down with the other one? Or at least with one of the other ones. Okay, so this one is inaccessible for the purposes. So it does look like I'll need to go up to that one somehow. Oh, hold. Okay, where we go. I have a feeling it's the bottom one I need. Is there another planter I can go to from this? Not this one. The only one practical one is down below. But I can't access it. So what gives? Thank you, Jules.
We are the keepers.
I still don't get why I can't access this. Is there another planter up above I can actually use with this? Not that one. And this would be the way, but needless to say, my only way is not accessible. What's this game about? So we've woken up as a keeper. Our job, it technically would be to keep, quote unquote, keep the realms. But the events have happened to the Firmament that have unfortunately resulted in some stuff like here in St. Andrew, the whole overgrowth of plants and animals and everything dying. And unfortunately, our job is, unfortunately for us, the puzzle in all of this is figuring out, well, going through all the puzzles and just exploring the area and figuring things out. What happened to the whole place. Okay, I'm confused already. Wait a minute. there an intermediate that I can use? Oh, there might actually appear to be an intermediate down below. Some way or another. What happens if I lower all of these? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, I can rotate the platforms. Wait. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, so now I can use this.
We are the keepers.
Oh, but that's not going to be of help to me. I'm bringing this back down. Can I reach it? No, I can't. Oh, but it actually gives me access to one of the planters. And no, it does not. Well, it gives me access to this one. Oh no, that's the max. I'll have to use this. That's not gonna help me at all. Wait. There is only one other direction I can practically go. Oh yeah, so now I have access to this.
We eat.
Yes, you do. Does anyone else feel like that loudspeaker is trying to give propaganda to keepers? Or is it just a reminder of their job? I feel like it might be the latter. Yeah, that's gonna be of no help. That's gonna be of no help. And that was the original orientation they were in. So I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. Alright. The first time I have to do this in this particular game, I do unfortunately have to look up a walkthrough. Hate to do this. I don't believe I have the command for it anymore. That's kind of weird for me to actually ask for it. Alright. Where does this take us? Start with lower 1. Head onto 1. Except now... Oh wait, no, this is... Oh no, 4 is going to be back here. Lower 4. No, raise 4. And move to 4. Lower 3. And move to 3. This is the one that will eventually connect to the mezzanine. Lower 3 until it can't go further. That's 1, 2, 3. Raise 4. Move to 4. Lower 4 twice. Connect with socket at bottom, if I can. Could I go one more to do this? I'm gonna have to do it another time. So to follow along with my walkthrough, I unfortunately have to... restore my original plan, because to follow the walkthrough, I have to abide by what they say. Raise 3 twice. Move to 3. Lower 2 to limit. Raise 3 twice. Move to 2. And then raise 2 until level with mezzanine. No, wait, why am I going that way? And then one single lower of 3. It should do it. Indeed, we got it. Sometimes when you're struggling, a walkthrough is good. I'll say that much. You only need that little boost just to get there. What did I miss back here?
The cycles of life here were used to affirm the disciplines of the firmament. But the simpleness of it inoculated us. What was deeper?
Xylanth, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. Okay, so this would be my way back if I needed it. Unfortunately, it would be a one-way exit, so there's no going back once I go through here. So noted. I have a way back. Oh, what happened here? Something's wrong. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh, right. That was for the lift. There's this.
The deep sleep. We wake, we live, we sleep. The cycle. We keep, we are kept.
Our task is our purpose.
So where is this gonna take us? Oh, is that big building all the way over there? I figured so. Or this place. Knowing where this is going. Game looks familiar to me. I wonder if Syndicali played this. He did. He did. I just didn't bother watching it because I wanted to not be spoiled for my sake. Okay, so I wonder, do I need to do anything here first before I move on? That would be for a lift. But there's also stairs here, and that goes to here, which I don't see anything that would otherwise be necessarily used for my my adjunct. But then if I try the other direction, this also goes to some stairs. And here's where this has a... Oh, no power. I assume that would be for... He played this a while ago? I cannot remember exactly when he played this, but he did. I know that. So I'm going to suspect that this elevator is going to be our assistance for what we need to do.
How is it I could stare at this spire for my whole life and never wonder what was below? Because the box of the story we were told comforted and constrained us. The spire is important. You will return here to completely awaken the embrace.
I know Cinder loves puzzle games. Cinder is not the reason for why my love of puzzle games exists. My reason for puzzle games is because when I was younger, I actually did play the 97 version of Riven. Back when I was younger, all I did was just explore the worlds, try to progress as much as I could. Never really getting anywhere until I at least figured out, oh yeah, this is for this. Because then I looked at a walkthrough and I was like, okay, I fucked up big time. But then, yeah, as I got older, I started to realize, oh yeah, there's something else around here that I could actually use. And then there you go. Hang on. Is this going to take me back to the Swan? Oh, I actually do need to... Alright, so at least I have an idea of where this is going. I keep forgetting those are basic checkpoints in case I get stuck somewhere. But at least I got somewhere with that, so there's that. Except, I've already saved that point. So what I can do, instead... Hold on, is this supposed to be... Oh, is this supposed to be something for that? Alright. At least I can actually work with it. But here's the thing. I actually need to go back to the conservatory. I actually need to go back to the conservatory because I forgot to save the checkpoint there. Which will be then easy because I can actually go in to that particular location, teleport back to the reservoir, and then call the lift here. Call the Omni Wheel here.
We are keepers.
So yeah, but also a lot of the puzzle games that I'm playing actively are also picked up because of people like Cindercolly. My realization that, yes, these games do exist, and I can actually play them. For example, Take Notes was not from Cindercolly, it was actually from a New Zealand furry by the name of Twizel. Talos Principle's my favorite puzzle game. I actually have the copy of the original Talos Principle, I just never bothered touching it. It's just I have a lot of games in my library that I need to get through. So at least now I have a point that I can actually, well, here. Because I forgot that I forgot to access this. And here comes the lag for you guys. Because the graphics in this kind of go that far. Are there any other irrigation valves like these along the path here? There is more, yeah. I hope there's not a specific order in which I can do this. Because they all appear to be opening normally. Without a reset. Hmm. Oh. Hold on. Is that supposed to do something to this reservoir here? Hmm. And unfortunately, the whole idea of me just... Oh. Have I gone back here? No, I've not. There's nothing there. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to call the Omni Wheel. For later. Like...
We are the keepers.
I don't think this does anything over here. Hmm. Well, truth be told, I really don't know how else to do this. Like, yeah, there's this. But then if I continue along and go to here, there's also this. And then over here... Yeah, I don't think those are useful to me right now. Alright, I might have to come back to the reservoir at some point. I don't think I can do anything right now, so let me come back. I'll go to the arch next. How you guys liking this game so far? Does it look tough for you? Because right now, there's a bit of difficulty curve up and down for me. Jack, hello, how are you doing? So good to see you. I can definitely tell where the difficulty curve is heading because there's some moments where I think I know where I'm going with it, and then there's some that I'm just like, what's going on here that's causing me some confusion? Chibi perch on head, cute little Jack.
This place, it represents my comfort and my confusion. This was a grand anchor at our worlds, a perfect term for it. How could I have been so naive?
Something tells me you didn't do something right here. Oh.
Heretic. I did not know that word. I learned its meaning by meeting Turner. I was drawn to him. It's like you rely on me as I once relied on him. The others were afraid of Turner. I was obsessed.
I didn't know we
I've
were
learned
playing
that
that Doom-like medieval boomer shooter. Oh my
for the
word.
stories of those who fear to move forward. These additions to your agent, these are required to awaken the embrace and save the realms.
Oh goody. So the embrace is all set. But at least now I can easily say that something is good enough, and that I've actually gotten the addition that I needed. Finally. Awaiting embrace, what?
You as the first to enter a doorway that we never knew existed. Oh, so many doorways that we never knew existed. This is necessary, but that does not mean it does not eat at my heart that you should witness such mysteries instead of me.
Yo?
What do you see? What? Tell me. Speak to me. Ah, but you cannot. It is for you alone. And you must repeat this 2 more times in the other realms.
Oh, so this is the realm's embrace that we're talking about here. So wait, each realm has its own spire, and to awaken the full embrace, I gotta do something else? Wasn't there another bonus area that I could... Oh no, just that. I guess I'm going back to the reservoir. I've pretty much taken care of all I could in St. Andrew. That's a good start. Alright. Hold on. With the spire up, can I actually do this? Oh, still no power. Right. Oh, I still can't go in. I kind of want to try this again. I'm wondering if I need something from the other realms to get this to work. I've opened all the valves. Oh, am I going over here? Oh, wait, no, that's to a place I probably can't reach. Oh, wait, no. I think I know what this is about. I know what this is about. Opening valves for those. I get it.
We are the keepers.
I get it. They're valves for the pipes that are going over to wherever these things are. And I think they're powering different locations. But why then is it telling me, right? Why then is it telling me that there's no power going to this area? Should I go back to the conservatory and see if there's anything different there? I'm tempted to go back. Wait, if there was something like that there, is there something else similar on this side? On the other side? I don't see it. Then really the only thing I can think of, right? I might need to go back into the manual to actually think about what I want to do with it, because if I think about this very carefully, right? Right? If I think about this... Let me go back up here. I'm probably going to not need the Omni Wheel anymore, because I already have all of the teleports. But I'm going to have to look at that adjunct manual again, just to be sure that I got this right. Hi, Darktail, how are you doing? So good to see you. And prepare for lag, everybody, as I get the high qual stuff out. Running on a one PC setup is not easy, guys.
What were we before we were awakened? We were not allowed to ask.
Okay, so distance extension would be what we need here. Alright, so I will need to go back to St. Andrew at some point. I will need to go back into Curryvale at some point. But there is one more area I can go to. That is Juleston. But, as all good streams must do, we must also end here. So, chat, it has been a wild ride with Firmament. I can't wait to come back to it next week when we get to another new area. Chat, thank you all so much for coming on in. You guys are so heckin' sweet, so heckin' fresh, and I could not have asked for a better audience like yourselves. Stick around, everybody, to you off in a little raid. Before we do, we've got a wall of love coming on in. Thank you so much to Malachi Greyfang, Solomon Deercoon with the tier 1 for 7 months. Hi, Texy Turvy, how are you doing? So good to see you. Also, Malachi Greyfang, 123 bits, and Old School Skunk, also with the 15 bits through Tangia. Matt Macropika with the raid, Trax with the raid, Noctali with the follow, and then Bond Maple Wolf with the raid as well. Thank you guys so much for being your awesome selves, heckin' sweet beans. I'll most certainly be back tomorrow. We are going to continue and possibly conclude, not for broadcast, my Disrupt, Kill Family, Kill Everyone run. Well, if we're going to kill everyone, the only way we can do that is keep somebody alive on a specific broadcast, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So, I guess let's just go ahead and find ourselves a raid target, everybody. Where shall we go? I know exactly who I'm going to because I mod for him. And he's doing a collab with a yellow Star Wars nerd. I kid. And a certain bean of hats. And yes, I'm talking about a certain Mano Cutie. So chat. Let's all give our wonderful love to the wonderfully awesome Sea Bean, currently playing Repo. Let's get that outro music going before I get things going here. Alright guys, what should the raid message be? I think I'm just gonna go with the one raid message I might always go with whenever I raid into Sea Bean. Spam that back to me so I know you're ready for the raid. And make sure you give Sea Bean the amazing Blueberry Barker love that you guys give me every single stream. Love you guys so fucking much. You guys are fucking amazing. Keep being your awesome selves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Not For Broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one and one more for the road. Awoo!